this was done right. Do it again just in case.
좋은 생각이나.
Start. Oh, only 12. That's fine. Happy New Year! Apparently. I thought that was a while ago. No idea where the leftover cake from yesterday went. No idea. I mean, why would I know? I can't even eat. Darn, did Donkey already get her paws on? Would you rub your tired eyes, mutter something about how we should have partied in her room instead and stumbled to the back door. New Year's came swiftly to the inhabitants of the bus after the various incidents at the LCE. Theirs all came from different backgrounds and parts of the city, but annual celebrations for New Year seemed to be a thread that connected their cultures together. They began floating the idea of a New Year's party, and... Excellent. Then permit me the honor of hosting this banquet. Her usual over-dramatic boast, coupled with familiar twinkle in her eye, Don Quixote declared that there would indeed be a New Year's party, and thus it was decided. Again, after all the hell we went through with the back door, what not for the out-of-season Christmas celebration? Yet, I must insist, for 'twas but an effort to decorate the bus, the intent quite divorced from the act of celebration. Don Quixote glanced at Sinclair, sheepishly scratching the back of her head. Oh, don't worry about me, really, haha. Well, 'tis true that mine actions hath on quite distressed unintentionally, I might add. Thus I ask thee, would thou not agree that a communal event to mark the occasion might freshen both our spirits and bodies? I can't even begin to imagine her amniotic self even taking a moment to give a damn about how Sinclair might take it. But I guess with memory came tact. You know, it's our first New Year's together. Sure is an occasion for a celebration, huh? I hear the bell go ding. Really mark the transition to a new year, right? It seems that we shall be welcoming the first light of the new year in company of one another. This is indeed the cause for celebration. A bowl of noodles before the last night of the year fades, classic. Okay, that's weird for her then. Such bubbling enthusiasm, yet he warmed my own heart. Forsooth, the grandiose, this banquet shall be one for the books. Fireworks most brilliant, enough delicacies too. Charon, when's our next stop? Hopefully be running non-stop for 3 days at least. Only Dum-Dum suffer on a fast road. So she says. Regil's mother with his usually sarcastic edge. One under his chin. For the next year's celebration, the banquet shall be prepared in the promised hour. Okay, so you can grab back wheel. The press release fizzled into nothingness, but Rhodia brought out the cakes and cookies she stashed in her room, so we could at least hold a small celebration for New Year's together. After that, we all stayed up together, watched New Year's first sunrise, briefly paint the city in gold, then retired to sleep. That's a big wall. Where's that building? When everyone woke up, rubbing tired eyes, the whole outside bus was completely transformed. Thus was a behemoth of a structure bizarre in its presence and its walls only made of gargantuan steel plates. H-Corp? Listeners began to voice their surprise, apparently so, as what came into view was different from any of the nests we'd passed by on our journey thus far. Is that a massive structure, all one building? Is that the whole thing? That whole thing's now, where the hell's the back street? There's big enough to cover Europe's charity and some. Well, then he goes again, asking them questions without even taking a peep at the guidebook. That's not the nest. The huge block you see over there, that's District 8. They call it Hungwon, the vast guardian here at H-Corp. The nest lies within the center of the structures and the back streets without. So they squeeze the entire population in this district in there. Do they not need to get a ray of sunlight all the year round? Well, at least you don't have to worry about the rain. Prithee, avail me a sight as well. As the visitors went together one by one at others were steered awake from their late night's rest, I felt my gaze drawn toward Hongnu. I looked for signs of distress on his face, worried. It wasn't exactly something unique to Hong Lu, but stories about his past home life we've heard through the year. Whenever he felt like sharing them, were all consistently and terribly depressing. Woohoo! It's not a bad place once you actually try living here for a while. But his lips ever so slightly curl upward into a kindly and relaxed smile, or making the same expression as ever. Expression that hasn't changed at all since our first meeting. Maybe it's just a culture difference, kind of how Hong Lu can be nonchalant about things that give most people pause, but actually no, I'm not helping anyone or anything by entertaining these thoughts. My job at this moment is to keep a close eye on Hong Lu, more so than usual. And if the time comes for me to help him as the manager, I'll give it all. Besides, oh, this thing's even bigger up close. Barely, I carry no recollection of a structure so grand, even in past adventures of mine. If my efforts were enough, I know I can trust the singers didn't lend me a hand. Hey, let me see too. I collected my thoughts and approached the sinners who were flattened up against the glass window to get a good view. It's a box. They shoved everyone in a box. I don't know why, though. Yay! Top 5.
시험해볼 기회구려.
함께하죠.
따뜻하게
불꽃을 바라시
일이라면
그래, 태워보지 뭐.
Really?
불꽃
따뜻하게 혹은
일이라면
Okay. Okay, I guess that will be good enough.
불꽃
이번엔 어떤 실험인가요?
Yes, I know.
뜨거워.
Come to our level, Gilbert. Once we left the bus... Oh man, can't believe we had to get off the bus here. We have to make a formal complaint against H-Corp for this crap. What the hell are they thinking? Doing shoddy construction work at the entrance of the highway that leads straight into the nest. Many causes there may be to such construction projects. Yet perhaps an early warning sign there to our approach to the site would have been a sensible addition. Were it not for young Karen's most valiant drifting, I should have imagined the terrible possibility. It would have been the most awful end to our journey. So suppose all the shares all had a piece of their mind to speak. As we drove up the hot entryway, we unexpectedly came across a mess of badly put together steel plates blocking our path in the middle of the road. Karen quickly spun the bus around, which meant it ended up being thrown out like rain doll. Good thing there's another road off the highway that leads in the city, right? But Karen kind of tried to reverse gear all the way back to the last gear change. But it looks like we're going through all these windy alleyways to get to the nest. So dark in here. We were greeted by the dark street upon disembarking from the bus, illuminated only by faint strands of light. It was immediately obvious that we found ourselves in the back streets of H-Corp. Look pretty impressive from the outside, but it's no different from other back streets inside, eh? Yep, it's feeling worse, I gotta say. It's getting really old. Lastly, is the nest of this sister shrouded in such darkness as well? No, these particular sites are limited to the back streets of District 8. Back streets of District weren't very different from the ones we visited in the past. People hurrying through the streets as though they were being chased by something, people scowling and glaring at the ground with some sickness or discomfort, scenes all too common in every corner of the city. There was one thing about this place that stood out from the other districts, however. It kind of reminded me of the former G-Corp soldiers back at District 4. What? What do you mean? You mean those fellas? The rolls from their flesh appeared too organic to be prosthetics. Some of them had odd protrusions or nodules bulging from their skin as well. Not all, manager, but look, they haven't all mutated in the same pattern like an insectoid, for example. Well, I guess I should commend you for not looking at them all through a biased lens. You're observing the aftermath of District 8's distinctive method of treatment. Oh, so this is where rumors of the bluish healing ointment came from, huh? Apparently they cure a flesh wound after just one night dressed in bandages. Seems that certain misconceptions must be addressed. There are variations. They are the variations of H-script singularity, the bolus. The bolus? These cycles refer to medicines brewed and kneaded into ball-shaped pills. Correct. H-Corps, or the Hongyan Bioengineering Group, mainly manufactures boluses that contain essences of treatment. Boluses can be taken orally, ground with water into a paste, applied directly to the affected area, dissolved in water, soaked in bandages, and wrapped around the necessary area for feet. Yes, the rivers transform as they travel. So yeah, I was thinking about how they do things back at the K-Corp. The focus of K-Corp's technology is reversal or recovery when conditions returning to the original state. It's the key word in their treatment. It is no rare sight to find unique techniques or technology developed independently by the hamlets of the Baxter District 8 using the manufactured boluses. Treatments are not individually customized for each patient. Instead, their focus is on selecting the appropriate technique from a myriad of choices to address the deficiency in their statuses. Perhaps one could choose the words transformation or evolution as the more illustrative descriptor for the method of treatment. So, that's what counts as treated? Claire was pointing at it certainly appeared unhurt, as none of them were bleeding or walking with a limp, but many of them appeared dazed, staring blankly at nothing or scratching absentmindedly at their mutated part. Ah, they must be the regulars. Unexpectedly, you found our answer not from Plost, not from Result, but from Honglu. The regulars? Yes, I've heard of them as people who are too accustomed to visiting the clinics in search of their mythical treatments. The regulars might appear more intimidating than most of the people at Glass, but apparently all the side effects they have been stacking changes them in strange ways. It is highly likely that interoperation conflicts or issues will arise when applying highly disparate treatment methods to a single body. At least it's cheaper alternative for people who didn't sign up for life insurance. Speak of life insurance? Yes, life insurance. There's a special insurance option to bring the client back to life upon the event of their death. So the irony is lost to me, but I thought resurrecting people is one of the head's taboos. The head does not consider the revival via life insurance to be a violation of their non-resurrection taboo. It's like that on a technical level, this revival is actually categorized as a brain resuscitation as opposed to a full resuscitation. Resurrection, degradation of its functions considered, of course. Another fatal downside to this technology is that, unlike the matter's clock winding, the subject cannot be brought back if their brain is destroyed. Also, there's a risk of significant losses in the process of information transfers. Losses, so some of their mutations could be more than just side effects of these treatments. Maybe, but I heard it takes more than 1 or 2 revivals to change that much. And since apparently people in the extras could never dream of paying consistent insurance renewal rate, so after all, who would sign up for life insurance if using its service would reduce them to such pitiful state? Yeah, they appear pathetic and pitiful to you rich bastards, don't they? You shouldn't be the same boat as them, so save some pity for yourselves. Identify yourself. The stranger's voice cut through the discussion like a foreign instrument. We turned around to find a large group of people who were clearly up to no good. You must be the young master of the highly and mighty Jia family, eh? I can tell by looking at your pretty face. Your friend, Honglu? No. I haven't had much of a chance to get acquainted with people from the backstreet, so no, I've never met them before. Of course you haven't. Too busy living large, playing gods in a whole different world from us plebs, huh? Not that it matters. We're just here to take the thing you brought here for submission to the family hierarchy evaluation. The white veteran? Okay, we're clearly been misunderstood. There's quite a lot of them. We're not off of a great start here, huh, man? Actually, no. It'd be a violation of our office core values to jump them like we're some common thugs. I, Xiansen, third son of the Triax office, challenge Jai Balu of the Jaya family to a duel. Our Rachel will be the winner to take anything they want from the loser. Wait, what do you mean a duel? Oh god. A duel? I've heard tale of the duel. The honorable fixers of the these are best announced an intent to duel. by saying their affiliation name instead of casting their gauntlets. In the pamphlet the young Ishmael had presented before me, they present the truth. The office of the East, that the antenna of the Lizardlight is an accurate declaration of a duel that we behold. So it's just a fact to say 1v1 me. Let's go, innit? I mean, this guy doesn't look too tough. What do you think, Faust? Agreed. The individual does not seem to possess any particularly exceptional skill that may pose difficulties for him. I think it's going to be okay. I'll be back in a minute, Dante. You sure it's okay? I don't think you're going to lose them, but you know it just in case. No worries. I have some trivial experience with duels. I've found about 10 of them, I think. So the Richel's dabbled in some duels, has he? I think you misunderstood. I meant to say that I've done about 10 of them a day, but my grandmother sometimes let me skip them, so it might have been fewer than that on some days. What? I hung Lu with them as no. The GF family accept this duel. I will step forward, evidently as his opponent was pressing what he just heard. For a moment, Hong Lu stood there in a stance and not expressed even a hint of aggression before curiously cocking his head to the side. I'm sorry. Are we waiting for something? So I always let my opponent get first two moves in duels. Please don't hesitate. Let me, you little. Cocky pride shall be your downfall. The man who introduced himself as Shan leaped toward Hong Lu. Then, after about a minute, how is this happening? Unlike Shan's son, who was throwing punches and swings with a welding hot passion, Hong Lu was effortlessly gliding through his opponent's strikes like he was out on a picnic. As though he was by a leisure stroll through a garden. Whenever Shan's son threw a powerful punch, wheeled directly to the side with ease, the fist only grazing his clothes. We were mesmerized by the feathery light movements of his hands and feet that effortlessly glided through the air until, after one blink and you missed it moment, we realized that Shan-san was already face down on the ground, defeated. Oh, young Hong Lu, has thou been consuming thy full strength in our presence? No, I wouldn't say that. I always put my all into every fight. Yeah, to defeat this foe so soundly, to dance with such grace between his strikes, was thought they were dueling someone whose skills may only measure against a child's. But most of our fights happen in environments with a lot of barriers, so we usually fight against enemies with all kinds of unexpected weapons and powers. You read him. Already familiar with the fellow's moves? Yes. One of my Biwu instructors used similar techniques as this gentleman here. Practice makes perfect, and perfection makes an expert, right? Right, but I'm not sure if that's entirely relevant here. Well, anyways, looks like you soundly kicked your butt in the duel. Let us through, why don't you? And preferably not do the thing I think you're about to do. Duel wasn't ever seen by Nori office anyway. Our employer's not going to let this fiddler slide if we just leave. Well, don't just sit there and move your asses and jump them. Pathetic. I can kind of see how we've become expert at getting jumped at. Fair cry of the Via, his gang rushed towards us. Yay!
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려.
You know, this works.
늦으면 메피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
부드럽게
한놈
끝내 전수하리.
대성공이야. 카론 신나. 노래 부를까? 우와, 카론도 깜짝.
순식간에 끝내줘.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어. 척! 척!
헛!
하! 척!
불타올랐군요.
야호. 이기는
부드럽게
Okay.
우리 편.
Ta-da! This really isn't a great start, fellas. It's never easy, is it? Yeah, at least we got a nice warm-up. It wasn't all bad. I don't know, this seems more serious than our usual street brawls. Ishmael's right. They weren't your everyday thugs who pick fight with random people for no reason. They were contracted by someone to specifically target and eliminate Hung Liu. And given how open they were about their intent, calling it a contract, it doesn't seem like whoever gave the contract was exactly going for subtlety. And maybe this is what the Xiang was talking about way back when she mentioned about surviving as heirs. Whoever's behind this must have a bone to pick with Hong Lu. Indeed, it seems that he must expect more skirmishes like this going forward. Alas, was this trial not readily overcome? Not the point. Think on it a little more. Seems like they're assuming that Hong Lu's brought something here in order to participate in that family hierarchy evaluation. Then there's no reason to assume that we've seen the last of them. They're going to try again to take out the company. A highly accurate assessment of the situation by the executive manager. I expect no less from someone of your genius. Somebody's a sucker. More than usual. Going for the classic brown-nosing today, Otis. Silence! Since when was it brown-nosing to compliment a job well done? Do you not expect... This is an inane conversation is most riveting, but I prefer some silence while we wait. Seems that the company foresaw such difficulties. They've sent you a support team to help handle this issue. We heard voices coming from behind us from where Virgil is pointed. You guys still haven't learned how to stick to the plan, have you? It really threw me off when I was told to meet you at some backstreet location away from our agreed rendezvous point. A familiar voice, a voice we cannot forget. Meanwhile, been a while, everyone. Yay, we gotta see you guys. Oh, yeah. And actually, we didn't get, it wasn't our fault. I'm here too. Turned around to see a voice, kind of recognize two people we're hoping. Yay!
앞에 나선 보람이 있었구려.
Just don't do anything to die.
뜨겁게 타올랐어.
Like a guide, which means more talking. Sorry. And hey, pilot, right? What's wrong? It's like you've seen a ghost, pilot. Don't you tell me you shared my news with them last time? I did. I'm sure you did, man. Oh, yeah, you did. As soon as each recovered from the initial shock and see, and soon their faces began to blue with relief. Well, good to see things haven't changed much around here. We're so glad to see you're okay. Big talk to you too. Good to you guys are doing. I smiled with failure. It do not seem to have changed since the last time we met. Save for a few minor differences. Her outfit and her badge, for example. Last I recall, you were promoted, yes? Let me congratulate you. Yeah, haha. Or the hidden medical hanging in the voice was flicking in her eyes. Hey, I was merely congratulating her on her promotion to operating recognition of her excellent accomplishment. I don't see what your problem is here. But we all know the meaning of that promotion carries. Indeed. And it's very proud of all. What meaning is there of promotion attained without spilling some blood? Okay. You're a real sword. Okay, they're like. Let me ask you something. If everyone behaves like you around here, tiptoeing around the facts, keeping it hush-hush, how it happened, or is she gonna get the bare minimum of recognition and consolidation she deserves? Hush-hush would have been nice. I've been overhauled some... heard some of them whisper when I let my partner die just so I could snag a promotion. So in that regard, I appreciate it. If we're being technical, I did die, except my brain was attacked. Not even K-Corp's regenerative ampules could provide me, if it was. Then did Effie also? Apparently they were right for Effie's head when they stabbed him with the according to the coroner's autopsy, K-Corp ampules items near them provide someone with a damaged brain. Here's what it is. Anyways, let's not dwell on the depressing stuff. We're here for work. Let's get some work done. So let's talk about work, okay, pilot? Yes, ma'am. Well, you see here, coincidentally, I happen to make friends with a feller who has ties to the Gia family, so I brought them over. Hey, is that everything? Yes, briefing over. This everyone was really against that's the least informative, less helpful briefing we ever had the pleasure of seeing through. Ishmael was first to catch herself. She looked up at Sod. Sod, can we rely on you for some elaboration here? The briefing was a good demonstration of the necessity of educating the 5 W's and 1 H principle. Looks like we have a lot to discuss once we get back. Pilot. Huh? There's something wrong. Pilot buddy, just stop. You're digging yourself a bigger hole with every word. You're clicking the word pilot, but it was too late. The nigh noticeable crease had already formed between sides. Prior to commencing this high priority operation, it was necessary for us to find individuals with connections to H-Corp. So, we, as a preliminary observation, we're put up to the task and we managed to establish connection with an individual. Oh, someone from my family. No, we tried, but your family proved to be rather difficult not to crack. However, as we were wasting our precious time with all our leads, Pilot pursued an unconventional method to establish this connection. I really didn't hold back on compliments then, and this is how you... Our collaborator is a former employee of the Gia family. After leaving the family, he now runs a lodging business. Then it's likely that he is far removed from family politics, less motivation for him to attack us due to conflicting interests. Yes, according to Pilot's word, he still regards the Gia family positively. How can I not, considering the blessings that they have given me? A familiar voice but in the conversation as though to continue his thought of explanations. I humbly present myself before the fellowship of young Master Bailu. I want to put an L in there, but I don't value. Please call me King Tao. King Tao? Greeted us in the most polite fashion before bringing his hands together in an motion. Oh, this is how people greet each other here. Yep, it's called the big Balquan gesture. Bringing fist and palm together to express respect and peace towards the receiver. Knights greet one another by shaking their hands for the self-same pursuit. So pursuits, how large indeed one possessed of a chivalrous spirit. Indeed. Much I worry about the qualities of young people young master has surrounded himself with, but I see that he is in company of those wise in the ways of the West. I prostrate myself before the vast breadth of your knowledge. What grand generosity it is to open a jar of the waterways to which them to quench my barren lands. What? What? Something feels familiar about this. Nah. She's being less and less verbose with bootlicking these days. Not like this guy, for sure. That's true. He's kind of like, how should I put this? A bit much, huh? What are you guys talking about? Communicating only by the sound of a ticking clock. This is something I've already ahead of. This is something I had already known ahead of time, yet. What a most curious exchange to behold in person. Brief this journey may be, yet I shall find myself thoroughly entertained in its entirety. Maybe it's a subtle sprinkle of disrespect that reminds you of the usual flavor. Wait, is this about me? You. It's all the bootlinking she did supposed to be a source of pride for her. Lotus shook her head with her clear distaste toward me. We are nothing alike except for the manager. Never have I once said such amply flattery in your presence, filled with nothing but hot air and superlatives. I leave the guidance of these factories to him. Well, looks like this is where... Solid went silent, her eyes lingering on Virgilius, who stood somewhat apart from the rest of us. So I finally get to meet the Red Gaze in the flesh. I've been looking forward to this day for a long time. If you would have loved to be here. Manager? Yeah, Virgilius seemed to sense her lingering gaze and walked towards us after nodding slightly in her direction. Manager saw. Let's not make this any longer than it has to be. I'm not happy to be helping you with your businesses. I'd much rather put this behind me as soon as possible. Oh, please, it's our first collaborative operation, isn't it? Can't you spare a little more time with us? The guide's bud, actually doing something. That guy. Yes, unfortunately, Elsie has our own business to take care of today, so I won't be accompanying the LCB this time. The Red Gaze will be helping us out to get it done. Taking Mephi here. It's room. Maybe it's not that unfortunate now that I think about it. I feel like every mission with the LCP has always been an uphill battle to get anything done. Well, you see, back then we were messing with you. I'm sure you will have a chance to work together again. Boss, we don't have much time. Wait, before you go, I think I owe you some explanation, Virgilius. I'll leave the details to Miss Faust. I am quite busy. Very well. Virgilius turned around and left towards Miss Hostley's with the oddly scroll expression. Well then, I'll see you around. Next time, I'll show you. I'll show you can carry my... Oh boy, Lola. Violet. Competence is shown through action, not words. Perhaps we didn't know that we would say to make this an awkward trill. Very well, please, this way. Or maybe we were simply mindful of the guy who was responsible for the quality of our stay. This is funny. This is going well. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2. Ooh, ambush.
Kitty.
Yes, we'll keep the same team, even though they aren't. Well, the ones that are fighting are lovely. Deep resentment ought to be washed away. Run, the far one comes betwixt the burnt door, shall a star fall astray. Are you sure we're going the right way? I don't like the sound of these weird songs. The main streets are most likely teeming with those seeking to bring harm to the young master. Misventure an entire alternative path. And like you said, there weren't any skirmishes once we made it deeper into the dark alleyways. The lack of foot traffic would normally be pretty unsettling, but I guess it's what we needed at this moment. As for the song, it's a song that's become rather popular in the streets in recent months. Lyrics are pretty ominous for a popular song. It is a song that's spread through word of mouth. It sings about how the decimated Kong family this is not a place to judge such matters. I will share the tale in a more appropriate setting later, should we come across it. Didn't know there was a song like that. Is this the first time you've heard it too? He's a posh kid from a posh family. I doubt he'd ever set his precious feet in the back streets, so it's no wonder he's never heard anything like it. I have been to this back streets before, but Heathcliff did it wrong. I did spend most of my time in my room. That's precisely because you were the most treasured one of them all, young master. Much like the jade of the greatest worth, to be cherished, prized, and hidden in the deepest depths of one coffers where none shall reach. I can't. This is funny. To a lesser degree, particularly affiliate. So the guy used to work for the Gia family, huh? You know him, Honglu? My master, is there something on my face? Ah. Opportunity thought dashed in his head and glanced quite quickly in my direction. Then, it's nothing. Shall we continue walking down this road? Indeed, humble as I may be, I am very well versed in the roads of this area. Honglu shook his head at me as he casually changed the subject. It was as though he was trying to hide something we know from Key Cow. Should we be suspicious of something? He is a collaborator, but only a temporary. A degree of caution would be advisable. Given Pilot's clear inexperience and naivety, we would do well to remain suspicious of this character. Thus approached me as Honglu nodding along, chatting amicably with her. Well, looking back at the journey so far, I think we learned our lesson about blindly trusting every collaborator you come across. With this growing mistrust in my mind, I slowly made my distance from the guy before asking Faust the burning question. So what was that about back there with Virgilius? Something about him going off to help them out? The consequences of his actions at Wuthering Heights. Ah, his actions were in violation of one of the most items in his contract with the company. He has simply taken responsibility for the breach of contract. I think back to the incident manor, and it feels like such a long time ago. Well, that's kind of a bummer. He really helped us out of a pickle. What? What's that they're dragging him away for? Is there a problem on the dress? It's nothing, no problem, right, Yoshu? Yes, you idiot. Salt, can you carry Heathcliff for a minute? He's dead tired. It will be done. He was punching the guy in the hilt of the sword. Well, right forward on the results, welcomingly shouldered. Road. Knowing the kind of person I hate most, kind of can't read the room. Don't you feel the same now? Yep. I nodded. Yeah. Something seemed to imply she wasn't really asking me a question. I don't think she was about to punch my lights out, but if you're the only one who was judged correctly this classified company information must not be discussed in the presence of an outsider. Reminds me of the time he got knocked out cold for a while and he kept asking us about raising his hand. This guy doesn't learn, huh? You successfully preserve the secrecy of classified information without spilling blood. I applaud this policy. I did good, yeah. Okay. I'm just not a fan of how they're treating Heath like dirt. If it's no problem, as you say, then this is well indeed. Yet I worry it appears the problem has found us anyway. Bob looked around and realized they were surrounded by a group wielding various weapons in their hand. What happened to finding us a safer path? It is likely that my guidance has someone given us a much safer path away from the more obvious skirmishes. However, to my greatest regret, it appears the most observant of our enemies have tracked us here. Damn it. Then what are you even here for? Isn't it your job to prevent this exact scenario? Haha. Let's leave the figure pointing for later. We're going to have to take them all down. They must not be allowed to disseminate our current location. Exactly. Where are you slinking off to, Mr. Quintal? I must regretfully and humbly say that my talents in war are terribly lacking, so I intend to become scarce for a moment. Yet, I am most faithful, utmost faith in the strength of our young master and honor guest in overcoming this adversity. So, you know, I was already standing so far away from the front lines that he's practically hiding behind me. Boss, anything you can tell us about these? No, but a consultation with the Geschalt I don't remember. Seems unnecessary if we were determined whether negotiating them is an option. They're coming. Result, we kick the clap and sun down. We'll be done. Oh, more stabby people.
먼저 갈 거야.
화격검. 끝내. 전소하리.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까? 승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어. 우와, 칼음도 깜짝.
조심.
Sharp-looking strangers, huh?
불타올랐구나.
내 피가 배고파 했어.
Oh.
잘 됐다. 그치?
순식간에 끝내줘.
균형이 무너졌군.
That makes me wonder what the boss battle will be. So that will probably be more interesting than that. It'd be weird that there was a dungeon too.
괜히 저항하지 말고 받아들여. 그게 덜 아플걸?
Guess we'll find out.
다음.
우와, 칼음도 깜짝.
단번에 끝낸다.
타오르시게.
괜찮아. 이젠 안 아플 거야.
우와, 칼음도 깜짝.
조심. 1번.
The fire isn't really that useful. Outside the dungeons, though. At least it seems that way.
들어지게. 끝내. 전소하리. 타오르시게.
우와,
제대로
사람도
가보자고.
깜짝.
괜찮아. 이제 나는 할 거야.
다음.
균형이 무너졌군요. 불타올랐군요.
And it's over. Ta-da. Hostiles in the immediate vicinity have been eliminated. Our collaborator who's been hiding far from the battle quickly ran up to our side as soon as the fight ended. Are you unhurt, young master? Yep, I'm totally fine. Of course, our own guest martial skills were all exceptionally brilliant, but young master, your light was the brightest even amongst the incandescent. This humble servant could not hold back his tears with this wondrous sight. With such excellent... No, the young master himself. What an unexpected surprise. Right on the children's GF and all kind of strict training from childhood. It was simply my assumption that young master had ceased his straying once he departed the family. Anyways, how do you think they tracked us down anyway? Ah, about that. Appears they weren't exactly tracked down. Perhaps it may be the ilk who lurk in these back parts who recognize the young master's venerable countenance. I don't think my face is that well known. The family hierarchy evaluations are not. Every soul living in Hong must know the face of the young master who is loved by every elder of the family. It must be that they are under the assumption that you are carrying something of great value. Family hierarchy, didn't Josh, say something about their respect? They all assumed wrong then. I didn't bring anything precious that the others might be looking for. Young master, even now? I just couldn't care less about it, that's all. Besides, many of my siblings are much better fit to be the family hierarch than I am. That's, well, that is indeed a relief. A relief, is it? Ah, well, of course. It's highly dangerous endeavor to partake in the hierarchy evaluations. So it's a great relief knowing I am just not putting himself in unnecessary danger. Yes, that could be a relief, sort of. Phew, now that we took them all down, there shouldn't be any more on the way, right? Greg, can we not jinx ourselves for 1 second? Why are you laughing, Ryoshu? Now I'm worried. Please, do not concern yourselves any further. We'll take a more clandestine path and guarantee a safe and easy passage to our destination. I still have a hard time buying that. The lay of this place could judge the perfect place set up for an ambush in most places. You claim this to be the safest path. Yet, I ask you to place your faith in this humble servant, for Wong is not like most places. Fine, for now. Oh, shuts her eyes for a moment out of retorts and turned to look at Ishmael. Hey, Ishmael, you must have a pamphlet of this place handy, don't you? No way, you're actually going to read it? Why else would I? No, I mean, how could I be caught off guard after almost a whole year of getting brushed off by everyone? Every time I play with them to read the damn I was like, hell, no one think too. I find my own intel if you're just going to ramble on and on with your own grievances. Okay, here. Just glaring at this text as though she didn't want to see the smallest detail of suspicion cleared of her knitted brows. Oh, that's funny.
앞에 나선 보람이 있었구려. 그 어느 때보다 뜨겁게 타올랐어. 이 검법도 제법.
But hey, it's another fight. Keza. I don't know what Keza is, but it sounds like a fight. We were on a desperate run, all the while fighting off hordes upon hordes of enemies. Alright, what happened to safe and easy passage? Explain this shit. It appears the young master's raiding countenance has been made known. I thought we were finding a more clandestine passage. Look how we're getting jumped by even more enemies. As I have said, the young master's radiant, at least to try to give a little variation to your excuses. I cannot so easily say that he is being untruthful given the disjointed allegiance of the enemies attacking us. I was playing with the pamphlet in her hand, clearly frustrated but unable to establish anything concrete. For people without a clear allegiance to attack a member of the GFN, it looks like everyone in the backstreets has been getting pretty plucky while I was away. Back then, I could even glance a glimpse on their faces. They'd all be on their hands and knees whenever they walked past. Oh, the wonderful change. Oh, shove the wonderful change up your arse, you bloody loon. How much longer till we get there? My Kezhan is near. Calm your worries. It's going to be safe there? Probably not. Our guide seems only calming now that at the beginning of his journey. Did he really get numb to all this violence that fast? Or, speaking of which, what's a Kezhan? It's a term commonly used to refer to taverns, inns, or equivalent places of lodging in this region. Lodging like a hotel? Ooh, it's going to be pretty fancy then, huh? Do they serve like complimentary snacks and drinks like the warp train? I'm not sure about that. It seems like Kezhan only serve alcohol and food alongside the long services. Maybe we get a meal in here. And, hopefully we won't be attacked like this. Residential non-aggression transfer. All mutual acts of violence that a residential building is within a particular area of the Flora Hongyan a taboo. A taboo. We may rest easy within. Unless somebody decides that they don't care about that. I saw Faust's eyebrows slightly twitch as though she had heard the most ridiculous thing, but I guess I'll ask her about it later. With some kind of family hierarchy head selection contest, why would they save all the fighting until then? Because it would be too late. Late how? Every hierarch candidate must have brought incredibly precious treasures with them. It would be nice if they believed that their own treasure is the most precious of them all, but everyone's going to try and take each other's just to be sure, I see, just in case someone else brought something even better than their own. And might as well kill them too, for the sake of convenience. Well, that's a nice family. Is that how the folks you probably think? What kind of line I think is that? Well, their families didn't seem too different from mine. Damn. Use apologies for intruding upon this most enthralling conversation, however. We may be inviting even further trouble by dallying here. With that, the guy pulled out the watch to check the time. It will be nighttime soon. Yay, nighttime! That's when the assassins come out. Probably.
늦으면 메피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
한 번에 끝낸다.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해.
부드럽게
100초만 기다려줄게.
그드러지게 그드러지게.
대성공이야. 카론 신나. 노래
초식
부를까?
1번.
끝내 전수하리.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
괜찮아. 이젠 안 아플 거야.
다음.
한 번.
우와, 카론도 깜짝.
초식 1번.
메피가 배고파 했어.
순식간에 끝내줘.
그치?
다음.
타오르시게.
우와, 하늘도 깜짝.
생각보다 잘 타는 걸. 다음.
끝내. 하오르시게. 하오르시게.
Now, here we are. Haha, is this the place? After running through the alley, but I'm not sure which place it is. That looks like a food place. I'm not sure which building he's referring to. I was running through the alley after turning corner after corner. We finally came across the site of several small buildings built next to each other. At the center of the building was one with red lamps, adorned with a doorplay with a complicated looking layer inscribed in it. This is shoddier than expected. Hey, isn't the place a bit too trashy to house your precious young master? That's not our building. Please, look this way to see our honored guest may be staying for the night. Anyway, I heard much from Honolulu about Splendor. All the, huh? Finger right out of the small warehouse that starts, exterior painted in black. Looks smaller than even the Sith. Can we even fit in there? Hey, this place looks trashy as heck, even for us, let alone your master. This is the nearest Kazan we could afford to stay in, at least among the ones that I manage. Yet, its location in the backstreet heavily limits the level of decency it can afford. My deepest and sincerest apologies to him. Ah, don't worry, we can always sleep in decent place. Looks just fine for an overnight stay to me. Are you nuts? Can you even fit all of us in there? Much did I wish to guide the honored guests to family mansion in the central zone. Over the time, the sweeping wave. Doesn't it start 3:13 in the morning? Feel like we got plenty of time to get here. Exactly, don't we have more than enough time to get to the family mansion? According to the 8th Corps travel guide, Central is only an hour away from here. Has honored guest traveled to District 8 before? Well, no, this is my first time here, but the one must ask how the honored guest could claim to be full understanding of a place where by Mr. flipping through a book when she hasn't had to contend with it in person. Innumerable unpredictable changes await in this teeming jumble of buildings, the ever-shifting structures, and constantly changing paths, ambushes from foolish, vicious syndicates, or even offices of the backstreets. Oh. We are beset by danger from all sides. Such bold, split approach to predicting the phenomena of this place is a court death. Even the toddler must know that. One fails to disguise his other sorrow at the inadequacy of her wisdom. Just me, are we thinking about like Ashmael greatly? Zip it, Donnelly. But if the guidebook lists a path, does it not imply that it's technically possible to reach there in time? Just suddenly took a step forward. And her hand was the 8th Corps pamphlet that Ishmael was talking about. I have faith in our executive manager would lead us in our correctly challenged stead. They would lead us to just for nightfalls. This does not appear to be been discussed beforehand. Very well, ask me to speak freely without frills. Rai's responsibility is to bring the honored guests to the central zone and to ensure the young master's safety. It is indeed technically possible to reach family mansion before the night in the back street commences. Technically. Yet not even on iota of danger to the young master shall be permitted. The mission has been so graciously bestowed upon this humble servant is not to guide the young master with haste, but to guide him with utmost safety. He said that when engaging in strategies and plans must remain wary of losing the sight of their purpose. To stubbornly forge on towards the family mansion in lieu of necessary intel to see one of these mob assailants would end to wrongly prioritize the journey over the destination. You. Wonderful, truly impressive. You have all the qualities of someone I could trust with my life when devising this strategy. Oh god, they're acting like each other. Most fitting attitude for those generally wish the best for those they serve. Really? You're just going to start along with them? I have misunderstood your intentions truly. Expect my error by comparing some sort of choice with your very own. Yet now my eyes have been opened to the hostile lies within your heart. So then imagine even the wildest dream there would be someone who understands the fathom of his loyalty. Say the They're basically the best notes now, huh? As I may have lost my club from anyway, despite likely that we would be exposed to attacks of similar nature were we continue moving at this time. She just fully on the side now, isn't she? That's when I realized she was looking in my direction. The extra smile was all but complete face from her face, replaced with an odd but dead serious suspicion that she thought she must. The lady turned around by that guy. Is this her way of saying, so long, I'm going to quit and go work for the guy now, thanks for everything? And as for this, it's much better than sleeping in an outdoor tent barracks. We could be able to leave ourselves in some fatigue here now in the morning. You not earlier insist on continuing our search for better confidence for the great behemoths? Whatever, we get your point. Let's go inside. You, my honest... All your gracious acceptance of this insufficient lodging for deep gratitude. Archer, the day mustn't be just the new hasty nature may hold ought to be surprised of, not worried. With Rodian surrendered wouldn't that be nice? We made our way into the building. Oh, it's actually so bad. It's clean here. This place presents a rather classic aesthetic. The landscape paint-lined walls give off a rather sophisticated mood. Let's watch for space inside and looks from the outside. Are you some kind of space extension technology in here too? No, it seems the building only appeared small due to the density of structures in proximity. Well, the door is now open. Should my presence be required, I shall be in the small shed next to this building. Please do converse freely. I smiled quietly and excused himself at one side among the sinners being the girl. Meanwhile, Longstreet stood a fair distance from the guide, quietly watching his face as he left. His expression was hypnotic as if he gazed upon the clouds, the flowers, or even the wind. Yet there was no light in those eyes, as if they beheld a storm cloud desolate field of wooded flowers howling. Do you suspect something, Hong Lu? So I decided to ask. Not yet, I don't think. Not yet. So, big brother, something fell off to you too, huh? Oh, hey, it's you. That's what I caught from the voice. Wow, it's you. It's so soon too. Yeah, I thought you had a feeling we'd be seeing each other again very soon. How you been? Well, young master. I'm so glad to see you're doing well, Mr. Wei. Oh, wait, so tell me you're staying here too? I normally wouldn't ever set foot in this place, but I ran into some kind of scale construction on the way back to the family mansion and had to come through the back street. So we weren't the only ones troubled with the random construction site. Oh, hell today. Gah. The confident look at the just face was immediately replaced by that of alarm. Did she remember again? Is she with you? Yeah, not the same as always. But she looks like such an airhead. Yangji, well, let's have accompany me to the lounge by the moment so that we may share a moment of catching up. Oh, yeah, actually, let's do that. Hold on. I need to hesitate for a moment. Sure, that Don cutting out the hearing when their memories were intact. Her walking right up to her. I like the idea, shall we? Wait, why don't you go and find a room to see him while I talk some things out with her? What, you want to do some catching up, right? Yes, Master Esquire. Loss of critical personnel may be cause for disciplinary action, Dante. I don't think there's anything wrong with thanking friends, though. Looks like Yichao really likes Don Quixote if she's confident with the teaser like that. It's not good, though. Don Quixote, she obviously wants Don Quixote about her. No, lady, this is hardly the appropriate place for her. Fine, I'll try again later. Go get some sleep. I'm heading in too. Jichu sighed with a bit of disappointment before heading into the lobby. Well, let's all head inside now. So the stairs to rest. Yay!
앞에 나선 보람이 있었구려. 그 어느 때보다 뜨겁게 타올랐어.
Suspicion.
법도 제법 손에 익은 듯하오.
Story time. Everyone's busy looking around and nothing on the various things in their lodging, but Claire appeared to be the most anxious of them all. Like usual? To Claire? Nothing here stands out. Like, imagine an ideal picture. Did you call? I missed that joke, Yiseng. Was that what the... Oh, I'm not... Anyway, am I the only one that feels stands out like the sore thumb from the whole picture? Oh, yeah, glad you brought it up. I didn't say anything because I thought it was just me. Really? So, what's so off about this place? Isn't it obvious? Where'd all the complimentary snacks go? That's some weird table at the center of the room. Huh? That is kind of weird, though. What's that table doing there? Its saturated colors are quite pleasant sight to behold. Is this any better? And what the hell is that hitting tail? The careful spark is a pretty unsightful piece of furniture. Calm somewhat once every man inside the building. Of course, no one's able to discern the real purpose of the table yet. Every step on the floor leaves black residue on the shoes. Not only the floor, touchy wall leaves an unidentified black substance on one's finger. Not to mention how the walls ripple in an odd fashion that could possibly be the construction of the structure. Well, my guess is maintenance staff's been slacking. Maybe, but why is everything so neatly organized if that's the case? Do not see the establishment until this place has gone a while without a tidy up. Yeah, at least it appears that each room is furnished with a bed. This is far from optimal, as you may be able to rest here. Guess they really didn't have time to clean up. The last person to walk in having them likely. I'm not even sure what to say to this ridiculous negligence. Then found her room after leaving a scathing remark. Sorry, it ain't been the first time we're solidering in the shady business, is it? Let's just cross that bridge when we come to it, yeah? I guess. Anyone could tell that there was something definitely wrong about that guy. Some senators, including the heathen, have already slumped to the floor. But giftedly expressing their desire to rest with a collective sigh of exhaustion. Well, it is pretty weird, but at least we found a roof over our heads. And the guys then. Perhaps it would be a good time to announce the day's closure of business. Huh. You never read this announcement outside the bus before? Oh, right. I hereby confirm today's close of business for listeners. Understood. Thank you kindly. Starting now, you all may give him a max of 12 hours to partake in sleep and rest. The direction of subject change. Have a good night. As she finished, the singers each began to relax in their own ways before stumbling into the rooms. Others lingered to speculate over the bizarre TV in the center room. Say Perotis, that is. Got something to say? Yes, exam manager. It's about our guy. Oh, the new best friend from earlier? It seemed like you guys were getting along pretty well. What? That's simply untrue. Did you not see the signal I gave you early? What signal? Oh, you mean the not? You nodded when you decided to manager. Indeed, as usual is advantage over us when it comes to this locale. Regardless of how sounds the accusations we come up with. Where he would be able to explain in a way he's familiar with the region. I thought, as the party, as an informal list friend, it would be wise to think camaraderie and friendship with the individuals to go along with their plans and try and dig up as much intel as possible. I seriously thought that suspicious guy totally won you over. Executive manager, I have been in the business for years. How could you even imagine that I'd be fooled by an amateur spy who's so overly suspicious? It's nothing. Well, this disappointment was palpable, but she stopped herself as she remembered that more important matters at hand. Well, it certainly was uncertain of how long the individual will be accompanying us. It would be reasonable to speculate that he approached the LCCB with the explicit purpose of eliminating Hong Lu. I present the fact that it was Pilot, the inexperienced greener, who somehow conveniently came across the connection as another evidence supporting his suspicion. That's also true. Faust also has information to share. Faust joined the conversation after listening to us for some time. A review of every known taboo has failed to identify one that he called residential non-aggression taboo that usually prevents acts of violence within residential areas. Then also has to be, it's been too early to come to conclusions regarding the matter. It appears that this area Hong Lu has changed depending on your location within its territory. However, considering every other circumstantial evidence, we can come to the conclusion that he is most likely lying to us. Your assessment cannot be denied. In that case, we must already be deep within the enemy's machinations. The constant stream of random assailants we faced earlier was just most likely also part of their plan. It may very well be that this building itself is a trap. Yet we lack the intelligence about this particular back streets to be certain. However, we do have one minor edge. It seems that they've suitably underestimated our capabilities, given the low caliber of the assailants that they decided to send out for us. One thing we can capitalize on is the mutual fact of intel. Keep our guard up, remain alert, and we should be able to navigate our way through this trap, Executive Manager. Okay, I get it now. Sorry about the misunderstanding. I didn't know who or what to trust. then I would appreciate it if you would trust me fully next time. Bow and return to her room. Boss and I chatted a little more about King Tao and his plans, but our discussion ended without much fruit. Bearing fruit. Blah, 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 blah. 6 out of 12.
꺼질 줄 모르는 고에서의 불빛.
So I missed that too. And then I can... Well, now we can... Time to roll! Get me! Please? That would be no. No is the answer. As I would try. Anyway. We can do it again. Dun, da, da, da. And okay.
정해진 시기가 되지 않았으니 이 고담 정도는 끝까지 태워도 되겠지.
No, wait, she's in my group. Yay! But that means I have to replace some person now. Doesn't it? Because I'm guessing I have to have the person selected for that.
믿던 짐승에게 목을 물어뜯긴 느낌은 어떻지? 천천히 말해봐라. 보채지 않을 테니.
Was that a bunny tail? That you're telling me to shush. Contractions are causing a communication difference? I meant to say secret hand over here. Let's go. Skip this for now so we can get back to the thing. But remember, kids, smoking is bad for you. Don't do it. I'll have to see
꺼질 줄 모르는 고에서의 불빛.
if I have to change grouping. Oh, it's more. I realized that Honglu was missing as I was spending time chatting with the sinners. I didn't notice him going into his room, so I walked to the exit, about to look for Honglu outside, and ran into Jai Shung and Wei, who decided to stay in the room close door. Where are you going late? Where are you going alone without a guard? Oh, I was looking for Honglu. Right, I can't understand what you're saying. Oh, right. When at times conversing without the sinners, I find that there are two types of people. The first type is to say whatever is on their mind without pausing or caring to hear my reply. Given that that person is looking to communicate with me, that's placing things in the moment. However, it's oddly insulting, as it seems as though they don't recognize me as a human, but all over a clock. And the other type is the one that reads me so well that they might well be able to hear what I'm saying. Rejoice falls into the latter category. He recognizes the pitch of my ticks and talks, reads my body language, and even aims to see my expressions like how Don Quixote does. Jicha, who saw through me with that short exchange, okay, let's see. Just looking to get some early morning air? Oh, does Redhead even have a respirator heaven? Wouldn't that I've guessed that way from it looks. Did not belong in either category. No, really. I'm just looking for Hong Lu because I haven't seen him in a while. You're shaking your head, so no. Are you looking for something to eat? She is a new one. Tried to figure out what I was saying. My lady, would it not be wise to wake up, find someone who is able to... That would be done that themselves if they were something... It's kind of curious, though. What? That hand gesture you made when you first said, you brought your index finger to your cheeks. Well, Hong Lu is always smiling, so I said an assimilated smile. Perhaps an effort to express cuteness or beauty? What? No, I was trying to express, Thick talking, I think they're on to something. After a bit of trial and error, I see you're looking for my big brother, huh? Took a roundabout ways, but eventually get to understanding what I was trying to say. Well, if he's who you're looking for, that's easy. You should be able to find him in the lounge back there. I don't think he got very far from there, if he even left. So what you're trying to communicate? But strangely not disappointed and dispirited by my reply. Did have something to tell you too, but never mind. It feels like a moves for real. Let's talk about this another time. I was curious, but it would also take ages for me to ask how she's feeling, so I nodded to express my gratitude and head back to the end. I'm Luke, gazing at the hazy scene about the opaque window. What are you doing here? People watching. There's some people stumbling through the streets outside. They stared outside the window of the scene long enough and since I was thinking him again. Are you worried before me? Not. Well, yeah, it's your turn, seems. Yeah, it really is. I'm back at H Corp and everyone's talking about the family hierarchy. But you don't have to worry about me at all. Because I do not wish for anything from this company. What? I'm not like these saying I am not hiding my true feelings. No one gave me a wonderful promise that they would help me recover my torn and broken wings. I only have some new experiences. That's all. We do know that something's definitely going to happen, whatever it might be. Something that will take you to your very core, even if you don't wish for anything. Going through something like that could. Probably yes, but it's okay. I'm used to being led by the will of others anyway. No matter what happens here, I can't do this like everyone else. Because that's how it's always been. Whenever something happens to me or to those around me, I only... Loud, boisterous bellow suddenly cut off Hong. Even before he could finish his sentence. Alright, let go of me. Just listen to the sod talking. What I'm not supposed to get mad at. Dang it, lower your voice. What are you guys doing back there? Gregor and Heathcliff, her were nakedly hiding behind the entrance door, tumbled into view. I knew I shouldn't have come here. Couldn't you be patient for a few minutes before busting out of there? How long have you been in there? Listening from the very start. Of course, because he was finally making sense first, but what's that? That you're used to following others' wills? I didn't mean to irk you, Heathcliff. I'm only telling the truth. Bloody hell, I'm about to burst the vessel. Oi, buggy blokes. Am I supposed to practice patience after listening to that drivel? I think I'm practicing plenty of patience, but you call me buggy bloke out of nowhere. So yeah, you are. That's not what I... Finally, some silence. Anyway, sorry about listening, fellas. I'll let you in on a big secret if you let this one slide, though. What's the secret? Rigger rubbed his arm awkwardly as I stared at him first and pointed at a pillar. Exactly. Guess who's hiding behind that pillar, Manager Bud? With that, two familiar figures stumbled into view behind the pillar. How could you betray it like that, Gregor? You bad, weak, and highly annoying. Good night, Snooze Fest, she said. Huh? Did I get it wrong? I never said when did you get an FU? Michelle looked at Sinclair with some interest before slicing openly squealing about the entrance. And with that personally let noise of something coming to the wall, black ink-like substance dripped to the floor, followed by radiating clashing down after. Okay. Well, yeah, I realized I can't learn audience for where I started. Second manager, the sole reason I followed you out here was the personal protection. As I was concerned about your safety, I am not like the others who have followed you merely to sate their curiosities. Me? I was just bored. And then if you consider our dons, everyone back to your rooms. But why is there ink in the ceiling? Well, the Hey Show pack. And Okay then.
자, 의뢰로군.
Okay, what the... Could do that, but that'd be rupture, and I don't think she had a rupture, does she? Does she ever? No. Guess technically that does. Should I need that for the percent thing?
꺼질 줄 모르는.
So
산책을 한 기분이네. 이제
야야, 적당히 해. 곧 송.
잘 봐, 멍청이들. 길이 보여 따라갔을 뿐. 이만 가죠. 비스클리프
give me a second.
흐트려냈습니다.
조금 불안했는데 무사히
이만 가죠. 잘 봐, 멍청이들.
조잡한 일이었어. 좀 더
야야, 적당히 해.
Let's see. Okay. This, I think this is rupture, right? I think it does rupture and charge, but that's fine.
꺼질 줄 모르는 코에서.
Okay. Okay.
어디 가는지는 관심 없어.
현장 지휘자가
의뢰.
네 혈투 의뢰로군.
Since I don't
가보지.
So we'll just go with this. After that little kerfluffle, just as everyone was gathering into the rooms, all of a sudden began to vehemently oppose, leaving me all on my own. Are you absolutely certain the executive manager? Seriously, don't worry about it. I usually took the night watch on the bus anyway. That is true, however. We are currently in uncharted territory for our team. We do not have much experience sleeping in a place where safety isn't absolute guarantee. Hey, we're literally right next door. It'll take like 5 seconds for us to come over when something happens. Do you not know that every second matters in emergency? Now. Babushka, the camp. Let's get you out of here. An oddly familiar sequence of events of words played out, and eventually left my room before closing the door behind them. Finally, some peace and quiet. I sat in the corner of the bed, surrounded by silence, allowing my shoulders to slump for once. I don't need to sleep like the sitters do, but the fate doesn't go away on its own. I need some time to relax and empty my thoughts once for a while. Well, I've gotten somewhat used to the pain. It still hurts like heck to rewind the sinner's time. And the longer this journey goes, the more frequent and severe sinners' injuries become. They're going to get stronger, that's for sure, but also to their enemies, which means my clock always turning and turning without a moment's rest. So I think of the star. Before the great dates which I faced every revival, witnessed its which made me feel silent vibration. Even after a whole year, I'm no close to understanding what they're supposed to represent, but my empty thoughts are just taking in the sight to find myself calming down. Also, the wind is quite cool and crisp tonight. Wait, that's weird. Wind? What's a sudden chill? Something opened the window, but there's no way the channel breeze could have unless left my window open like that, and if it did, it would have been pretty loud noise. Besides, the chill isn't coming from in front of me. I only turn around to look where the window was supposed to be, only to see a melted wall and a intruder sinking through this newfound opening. Who are you? So as though driven by some unknown and survival instinct, I rolled off the bed. But there was already a blade over my neck and the head. It feel assuring cold. Just a little nudge, I would have been dead even if I could make a tick. I remembered how worried Otis was to leave me alone, though she was just being paranoid. I should have trusted her judgment. Just as I was about to get my final struggle, I felt most filled with regret about not listening to his advice. What a pathetically thin blade. Too delicate to have the clock CIH, don't you think? Ryoshu leapt down from the ceiling and deflected the sand stagger away from me. Ryoshu, snuck in, thinking I was about to see something interesting, but you're just some beast with steel. Look to see the ceiling door on, dripping with vision paint like fluid, just like I saw during my conversation with Hong Lu. You the manager, everyone unharmed. Notice speaking out from the gap. Otis was the one who instructed Ryoshu that remember that. Shut up and help me get. Oh, this one wasn't some beast of steel. Could have cut this beast in half for and all, had I not been on the bus. All the abilities of the mission are hired by the company equally good thing than the power. Man, Homeland commentary back at the LC. I had a vague notion at the minute, but now I feel NFW. What is happening? Just as we were struggling to stop that one blade, and True pull another dagger from there and slash at you. A beast of Hisho's pack. And True would have cut her throat, head wing burst. Who wields you now? I don't suppose dialogue is an option. Light enters not the vast garden, yet Saul's pulls a star into its fathom still. No! And True reached into his clothes and uttered an odd incantation. Little shit, Townsend. Wait, get. Just as the True's muttering began to grow intense, Jisha leaped into my room and struck the stranger with her fan. Were you going to let that badass finish festival spell? They almost activated the Q-Corp talisman. Apologies, but it still seems still remains somewhat bound by that spell. Listen, you're no longer a Heisho. You serve me now. Got that? You don't have to let those things control you. Yes, my lady. Oh. Ha. Ha. I fell limply on the bed with a sudden alleviation of stress. I can't understand them anyway. I matched the substation before they laid a hand on them, unfortunately. I don't think... What else here? Let's switch the lights on. Like, the lights came on, we saw... This one's from a Mao branch, isn't it? There was a black bamboo hat wearing assassin on the ground. The walls? Walls that appeared solid before went to sleep were melting away as if they were vicious fluid. No bots in the chat. There's something wrong with this building. And they must have done something to the building, but how was a Heisho? All operatives gotta be spirited by someone with real power. This isn't just an ambush from overexcited family hire contest. But I don't understand then why the Mao branch. There are better Heisho branches to use if all they want to do is cut off the clock's head. You might have had a different purchase then, correct? This one is from the Mao branch of the Heisho pack, which means they must have infiltrated this building, though not the scale of the Z branch. The Mao branch always moves in groups. Therefore, there must be to kill every gas staying in the Kazan and clean you money. Then we got to get moving. We can't let them try this. We want even a chance of fighting us. Dante! Do their best to remember Simon Dorman. That word. Thank me later. We don't move our asses. We're good that way. Yes, we don't have time to contract reinforce our faction at the family match. And you know what to do and where this revenge, right? It will be done, Millie. Joshua and Wei immediately stormed out of the room as soon as they saw the center enter, as though they've been waiting in here for my protection. Don Quixote, Gregor stood ready fast on the edge, Marcel covered in battle wounds, and Otis wore an inscrutable expression. I stand before you in shame. You have to borrow the hands of another protective manager. No, I should have listened to what you said. Extrapolating from the pattern of which the walls have disintegrated is likely to use like the identical means of infiltration for each center. Alright, you were attacked by bamboo hats too. Their ranks numbered many, yet for how many there were unsettling silent. We were almost, not almost, I saw some of us did get killed, impaled straight through the guts. So what do you say about fighting indoors was a taboo? Yes, a lie. Ho ho. While the recoloring unjustly these curves strike from the shadow. Alas, now is not the moment to ruminate upon. Correct. Besides, there's one more way to sink their blades in toss. Yay!
쟤네 좀 봐. 속이 메스꺼워 보여.
What are you struggling for?
저 시시게.
그렇지.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
승부처다.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
어떡. 다시 결투는 끝나지 않아.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회
시동
아니야?
걸어볼까?
예측대로.
다시 결투는 끝나지 않아.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
시동 걸어볼까?
항복하겠는가? 빈틈 투성이로. 자! 숨통 끊기.
내피가 배고파했어. 잘됐다. 그치?
숨통 끊기.
대성공이야. 가론 신나.
그렇지.
노래 부를까?
어제
Okay, so they run away.
탐이 있네.
예측대로고 빈틈 투성이로고.
다시 결투는 끝나지 않아.
야호.
흑수미
이기는 편. 우리
뒷박질
편.
춤. 같이 없군.
Ta-da!
좋아. 생동감이 살아있는 좋은 공간이 됐군. 다음 먹잇감도 이런.
Same again, huh? All right.
좋겠어.
쟤네 좀 봐. 속이 메스꺼워 보여.
흑수묘 뒷박질 춤.
그렇지.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
저 시시게.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해.
시동
100초만 기다려줄게.
걸어볼까?
아직 죽지 마라.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
직접 나서지. 예측대로 빈틈 투성이로고.
롱배.
자! 숨통 끊기.
그렇지.
그래서 카론이 안전벨트 잘하라고 했잖아.
시동 걸어볼까?
아직 죽지 마라.
야호. 이기는 편,
흑순.
우리 편.
뜀박질 중. 가치 없고 죽어. 예측대로군. 항복하겠는가?
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
저 유쾌한 결투였네. 하! 앗! 하! 앗! 하! 가치 없군. 죽어라.
Okay. I think we're safe for now. Something tells me they're not fighting us at full force. At least we routed them, so hopefully that means something. Ah, we're down here with you. Hark, for I am here. He rushed into my room from the hallway outside. And contest. If the other sinners had suffered as we had, verily, they were indeed targeted as well. Most defending themselves well against the curse and shall be here post-site yet. Not everyone's right, huh? Young Sinclair, ye saying, while in appearance they have risen in battle, they were caught unaware by our foes. 'Tis likely the demise came soon after tripping over each other's foot. How embarrassing. And young Khalid, that he isn't that fellow outside mob fight expert. How'd they even get him? They didn't get me made out. Good as new. He flipped. Let's try you gobsmack, lass. I recall they pierced the back of his head. Just 10 o'clock for him already? No, not yet anyway. Blimey, so that's what this funny itch in the back of my head. The girl in the middle. Managed to walk all the way. Yeah. The other sinners are starting to gather, Manager. That's pathetic as this fortunately we can help but spare a hand at the moment, Xavier. The assaults will join the others as soon as possible to assist them. The sounds of altercation going. Gotcha. The clock turns as it always does. Sometime later. Whoa, please hold on a moment. You. I can still see some people inside the lobby, which was also the bizarre process of melting away. Along them, I noticed visually clashing against the figure wearing a bamboo hat. Going on the defensive already, huh? How come a big shot in control of the Heisho pack decided to come after small fighters like us? I'm behind the back of him wearing his hat instead. I see that you have tracked me down, so certain of your safety, but my master has already prepared countermeasures. There stood Guntel, our supposed collaborator who left here, and Wei, who was threatening him with a sword. So you were behind us. Oh, not you. I sussed that you were playing something like this, but you lack the patience to pull it off. You're quite observant. I thought I had completely won you over. You must know that age group, there is but one path to survival and riches. Choose a family heir candidate to serve them and with other loyalty, but who in their right mind would serve a young master Bao? He has grown up with no hardship. He who shows a single speck of ambition. You shot your bloody face, yeah? And you, rich boy. Oi, are you gonna sit here and let that bloke talk shit to your face? But he's right. I don't have any ambitions. If you got no self-respect, what do you have anyway? Okay, everyone shut up for a second. He's obviously telling you. Stop indulging him. Way speak. I know that you have no means to wield the Heisho pack. So speak. Which master did you choose to serve? Who controls them? Ah, so they are curious. They are sorry, Zitlu. Another unfamiliar voice comes from the shadow. Ah. Hey, master, are you certain this is wise? Don't worry. They're destined to be swept away by the morning dew anyway. The trajectory of their fate shall not alter course, worthy to witness me. Western reveals walking in the light of casual. Seriously, you? I see, you're. Allow me to erase your ignorances with my exalted name. I am Yi Hua of the Shi family. You may know me as a very prominent candidate to the throne of the family hierarch. You don't seem like I thought it was the Jia family.
좋은
The Jai family.
공감이 살아있는 좋은 공간이 됐고.
Oh, big fight. I think I will go back to this thing with fire. That did not sound right exactly, but
어디 가는지는 관심 없어. 안내나 해줘.
함께하자. 잠깐만.
그래, 태워보지 뭐.
불꽃을 바라신다.
시험해볼 기회구려.
이번엔 어떤 실험인가요?
이제야 부르나. 현장
말뚝
이번엔
we'll see how things go.
벌써 화끈하네.
Excuse me. Prominent. Of course, I gained control of a branch of the... While you were wasting your time out there searching for river mortality or whatever, I don't even know where to... I'd have to start to refute your brain-dead accusation. This is way beneath me. I don't even want to address you as my senior either. Who is it, Big Brother Han? Nah, can't imagine he'd be interested in someone like you. What are you talking about? I'm asking whose feet you've been suckling on to gain control of the Mao branch, because we know for sure that there's no way in hell you have the means to control them, right? Are you sure you want to salt my height when you're standing? Master Ziva? It doesn't seem like Master Vivid was actually anyone important. Agreed, I can tell by the look of the trader with the... This is... With the physiognomy of the deceiver, it's a waste of time. Hey, Zilu, cut them down. The mission was to assassinate them. To meet them in open battle to take the lives of hierarchs was not what was agreed upon. What the blah blah blah, to shut up and do as you're told. I may fight to protect your life, yet I cannot do more. The Heisho needs no voices, but the one that holds their leash. Looks like Shiwa doesn't even control these guys. There's an app saying, often invoked in my homeland. Approximately pretend to the throne, but only with the blessing of the tiger. Shut up over there. Yeah, but the Heisho package just can't even get a simple job done. As you go, the Heisho is merely a backup plan. Our true shouting evolves. True. This is fine. I have other plans to sweep you away. This is the second time this feels the main odd episode on the word sweep. You're saying that you bribed the sweepers or something? Well, the reaction may be appear suspicious. That decision is almost an absolute impossibility. The head is the top of the sweeper command. In other words, only the head possesses the authority to command them. Right, yeah, of course. Moreover, they are prohibited from touching while entering in the Disney during the night in the back street. This is a permanent, immutable taboo of the head, one of the very first to be introduced. An effort of going through a myriad of paper to ensure the Mephistopheles is recognized as a residential vehicle was ultimately to capitalize on this taboo. Exactly as you say. Let's just question that. Make it out of nowhere. That's alright, my mood. Come, let's leave. I intend to see them face to face. Bet I won't even marry them in a few days when they're swept away. Master you. At best before unanswered words are said. So, overly excuses, I heard to wonder what they're trying to use for silence and walking. Well, when surrounded by nothing but uncertainty, their solutions usually work. Lost? Lost had a touch to make this, but it appears that you share the idea. Yep, so Otis. Yes, you do. We have 12 senators, G-Shot waiting on their side, and I don't think the so-called Mal branches are willing to wait, which means we only have 3 enemies. Shijua, our guide, and Zilu the assassin. We have the numerical advantage, don't we? You always make the most accurate read of the battlefield. What's that tick-tocking noise? Our former guy seemed to figure out what our conversation was at, and because he took a very few steps back, we prefer holding off in the distance. I've been thinking that this day sure was a fast run. Oh, was it on? Did you remember something? I did. I had a hard time recalling this because he wasn't in our family, but I remember it now. Gabriel was you of the sheep family, right? Didn't the guy just announced this one? Anyways, I'm going to get that guy and beat the most out of him. It's just going to be okay with you. He's not my family, but I'm sure big. You will have to ask you questions. Great. Another thing. Hey, Commander, I should probably say something cool to Sarath Bell, right? Wow. It's going to be so cool. Like something straight out of a story. I said something like this once. That even if one side of the absolute advantage in battle, Commander's words may be deciding factor in who wins and loses. So I decided to borrow a few words from the book Hong Lu lent me. I believe it said, destroy them all. This is funny.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
Okay, so it's just the boss? Oh.
방금 건 아무 쓸모도 없었어. 바보. 늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Okay. Unopposed. Oh, he has a speed of 10. Well, that's a good sign. Ah. Hmm. How you?
이대로 가보자고.
그래서 카론이 안전벨트 잘하라고 했잖아.
부드럽게. 아이고.
카론, 빙글빙글. 아파 보여.
Hmm. Yeah, that's not working as well. Hmm.
최근에 너무 활자에만 기대었던가. 훈련의 양을 늘리는 것이
Wait, what?
좋았어. 이러다가
You didn't even show him. That's not gonna work. So.
이번엔 어떤 실험인가요?
시험해볼 기회구려.
Hmm.
따뜻하게 혹은 뜨겁게.
Maybe. Yeah. Thinking. Don't even have to be it though. Need you to be that so you get the stuff. Do you have something? I think we have. Tremor. Oh. Fine. Thank you. Okay. Also could have wait. It's really help, right? Bean. Give me the nail. We go. This is a second one, so that would be mark. Okay, here's. There you go, that. Yeah, but. Yes, I prove that. I don't think it'll matter, but. That's a trigger. Okay. That's in, okay. Shit, do I go for you? It's a really behind. And that's fine. Wait, that's a B. Okay. That'll be just enough. Okay.
부르신다면
불청객을 맞이할 시간인가 보군요.
사냥감을 찾은
청소 시간이네.
관리인가 관리인가 관리인가
열 주목.
이 혈투
전가요?
다음 5창까지는
Okay, we have that. So we will go. Looks like it's gonna be a bigger fight than I thought it was, though.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
편히 쉬시게.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
Well, not really anything, but wait, who was this for? Oh, you.
먼지를 떨어내줘. 흑포맨은 단정하지 않군요.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
Won't have enough.
목을 내놓고 있도록. 찢어 발겨주마. 하!
String tune clashes with the sound of the fear spell. Is this electronic dance music? Something about it feels familiar. Finally! Thanks to the merry chase you've led me on, I have slid even ever so slightly further into the world of the Bristly. Let's see, Title 2, Section 11. Row C. The punishment for those who flee from the Mills retribution begins by tearing their legs apart from the groin. I'll make you suffer for all the time you've wasted. What the fuck is that player doing here? What the hell's wrong with you? You've been stalking us all along? Since when is chasing after a thief conflated with stalking? I'll have you know that I'm still banished from the world of that malicious thanks to you that dared pinch my hair coupons. What the hell, where'd they come from? That's just pissing people off left and right, aren't you? Zulu, take him out. What an utter insular fool. What did you say? Do you not know that man? What's the middle doing here? Cardo, a big brother of the middle. The man who slaughtered the sailors like they were nothing. The man who was almost forced me to self-lost. Don't tell me I have to get ready for that again. No, not yet. According to elevation data, the sense power have grown since the time of the Great Lake. That's the victory against the have risen to a meaningful degree to forfeit the battle before it even begins. By how much? Enough to put faith in the uncertainties. Oh, righty then. Enough with your background noise. You don't know what business is with these thieves, but I traveled personally part of the EC because I simply must extract my vengeance against him with my two hands. I could have been simply forwarded by brothers in the east and let them handle this, but they wouldn't do. That just wouldn't do. I was determined to see this through them meant asking a great brother of the east for a favor. So you there, half pine and cute mini entourage, get the hell out of my sight. The little books of vengeance comes first. Half pine? Ha! Keep battling that fat little minion of the... Hear me at all with your cheap hairdo and... Oh, God. You need to correct my turf now. Wow. Well. That's just messed up. He's too far absorbed in his own foolishness to see this walking into his own demise. Unexpectedly, was colored with rather even enduring barrage of... Said he looked Surprise! I'm on the silence fall during the scene to... Phew, impressed. You just set a new record. You are the current record holder for how fast I can get written up in Ricardo's Book of Vengeance challenge one. You did it in 15 seconds. I thought he lost an arm. Then, with trembling hands, he reached into his... He grabbed his Book of Vengeance, opened it, and began to write something down slowly and deliberately to make each stroke of pen count. Unfortunately, your audacity is terminal. I will rip your jaw apart myself as punishment. Boys, make sure the little brand of thieves doesn't get away while I deal with the piss geek. What the hell is that dog about? Hey, Zilu. Ha. Who the... I don't care. Stop me if you can. Effective immediately punishment for all involved parties and bystanders to the site of the crimes shall be committed until the extermination. I think we can slip away unnoticed with this. I don't think we get that much chance there. Grab practically rock towards Zilu and while standing in it. Ladies and gentlemen, there have already been salacious around us. Ready your weapons, everyone. Payback time for what happened at the Great Lakes. Like this. Besides, I've got to go. So, okay. This got interesting.
그냥 먼저 갈 거야.
Okay.
내게 바쳐주지.
정리하겠습니다. 불결한 것.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까? 쟤네 좀 봐. 속이 메스꺼워 보여.
이 땅과 만인에게
Interesting.
끝이라도 되려는 자가 있다면
Get everyone's in it.
전투는 될 거예요.
Standing up.
여기가 뱃속이군.
찢어 놓아주마.
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
먼지를 떨어내줘. 묵은 먼지로.
정리하겠습니다.
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
즉시 퇴거하시지.
Okay. There was a couple of noise from this and like Ricardo landed before us with a boom. I heard that the Heisho of the East were a tough bunch, but that lady was something else. So, why like that suddenly split from a fight? Not my problem, I guess. She came running down the book, too. I don't care why I came for her. Ready for a beat-down coupon thieves?
적들이 뭔가 기분이 좋아 보이는 것 같아. 칼은 기분 나빠.
And who are you trying to... you're trying to fight that one.
나아가 주게.
칼은 빙글빙글.
여기서 쓰러진다면 그놈이 날 얼마나 비웠겠나.
Okay.
하나, 둘. 지면이 울릴 때마다 네 업을 떠올려라.
알쏭달쏭.
Not expecting to stagger, but okay.
이 땅과 만인에게 손끝이라도 되려는 자가 있다면
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
Jeez.
땅이 떨리고 있어. 카론도 흔들흔들.
음.
이쪽으로. 여행엔 목적이 있었지.
내 팔은 변해 있었어. 아니, 드디어 안 되어지고 꿈속에서만 그 사람을 볼 수 있는 거.
천원! 개봐라!
그 물을
알쏭달쏭해.
한 모금 마시기
뭐가
전에
나올지 모르겠어.
저 시시게
자!
죄송합니다. 오티스님, 제게 주어진 일을.
자! 야!
직접 열어드리죠.
알쏭달쏭해. 뭐가 나올지 모르겠어.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
자! 갓! 자!
잠깐만 기다려.
야! 야!
Well, we got that arm back though.
야! 야! 자!
이거
결국은 이렇게 떨어지죠.
땅이 떨리고 있어. 카론도 흔들흔들.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
Jeez.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다. 자! 야! 야! 자! 자! 천원! 저양이다! 야! 하하! 야! 야! 자!
아야 하는 승객들 있어. 울면 안 돼.
Oh, so status effects don't really work on them. Okay.
어두운 무지를 열어줄지라.
think just doesn't work on him then.
알쏭달쏭해. 뭐가 나올지 모르겠어.
직접 알게 하니라. 지키지. 진짜 즐거운 시간이었는데.
자! 하하! 자!
깨달았나?
땅이 떨리고 있어. 카론도
이 또한 지식이
흔들흔들.
되도록.
천원! 겨양이다!
선배 날처럼 공부를 좀 더 할 걸 그랬나?
Okay, well that tells me nothing. Thanks for that. Wait. Shot cuts across the was just a cinema cone. Ah! I didn't think I said, what's he doing here? You finally lost the plot, huh? Failed plan after failed plan takes a toll, I suppose. Or maybe that was too much, but I mean, how could I not laugh, right? And after all, everything comes together perfectly according to my... You hear this too, don't you? The sound of the city, the sound of the backstreet. Do you hear the sound of crashing waves? Waves. The sound began to notice something on the that is swirling under, helping, regurgitating, or perhaps boiling over. Not it's sleeping, it's laughing, or it's tracing back at once, crashing into the void of line between. Currently, time is then it's too late. Lying about it, we've never been outside the west at this hour, have we? Yes, it was past 4 in the morning when we briefly set foot in the outskirts. So no, we have. This would be our second time, though it would be noted that the time of day was not a matter of concern then, as we were in the outskirts. You're finally getting swept away like. Oh, what's he on about? Can't possibly be thinking that the sweeper is someone working had to. You missed the point? Botched purple dye job? You do. Let us leave to the promised location. Huh? Did he actually scamper away just to glow and run away? He used the glow to tell us to the comforters off the bus as though he finally faced us, only to turn tail again and mistook look. I don't get it. Does he actually believe the sweepers will help him? Lost? And these sweepers do not invade residential, however. What if we were standing isn't actually a residential area? What are you talking about? Look, this place gets wall bedding and, I guess, the walls, mushy and melty? It wasn't just really who realized what was going on. The other sailors began to look around in confusion as well. The walls of the Kazan and all melted away, leaving nothing behind. As though the place we slept tonight was just a palace with a painting. Usually came too late as the wave-like noise from earlier suddenly cruising right up where we are. And unlike other times, it's simply part around the buzz. They were coming straight through in the remembrance of our lodging. 333333333. Lots of numbers. Explain what? This is ridiculous. Sweepers, how dare you break food so brazenly? Look like they're facing the waves tonight. Why you sound so excited? I mean, we've got to make things clear. Clear that if we do nothing but stand around, they'll sweep us all away. Damn it. We have to make our stand here. Oh yeah, I get a fight. I go from fighting Ricardo, who beats the shit out of me, to fighting sweepers.
완료했습니다.
Maybe I can go back to...
그날의 사냥을 진행하기에는
Oh.
조금 모자람이 있군요. 보완하겠습니다.
Come back to the fire, right?
시험해볼 기회.
불 따뜻. 그래. 태워.
함께하죠.
날
이번엔
불로 청
Hopefully I can do that. I want to go back to that and not get my butt kicked by fire guy.
늦으면 메피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
What is this? The first wave ends after 5 turns. Alright, why are you struggling so much?
순식간에 끝내죠.
대성공이야. 카론 신나. 노래 부를까? 우와, 카론도 깜짝.
Why are you almost?
순식간에 끝내줘.
아이고.
카론 빙글빙글. 적들이 뭔가 기분이
well,
좋은
that.
것 같아. 카론 기분
Okay. That didn't go right.
최근에 너무 활자에만 기대었던가. 훈련의 양
책임은 나를 불렀나?
원하신다면
자, 해골바가지랑 거미 대가리 후드려 패러 간다.
소재
이번엔
의뢰가 일인가요?
고래
드디어 내 차례냐?
해오던 대로 방송을 켜겠다.
If this works better. This.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
가족을 위해
대성공이야. 카론 신나. 노래 부를까? 승객들, 뭔가 기분 좋은 일이라도 있었던 거야?
으타! 더 먹어치워라! 만찬에 집중.
카론
It's not good.
아파 보여.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
감내야 할 고통.
우와, 카론도 깜짝.
승리로 이끌. 가족을 위해. 다류 산소 경혈 60 뚫리고 따뜻한 기대해라.
실밥이 터졌네.
우와, 카론도 깜짝.
승리로 이끌.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
따뜻한 쏟아내라.
1타 2피
다리우스
맞지?
초평열
칼은
80
수단해줄게.
갈라지도록.
이번에 네 피분수.
Thanks. Oh, hi, Embryonic. I think you've been here for Limbus Company before.
선물이라고 할 건 없고. 자, 이걸로 대신하지.
Just wave 2 then?
우와, 카론도 깜짝.
Okay. Weird.
가족을 위해.
합격장.
따뜻한 기대해라.
This is going.
피날레를 시작하자. 이번에 네 피분수.
질밥이 터졌나? 지금이다. 해골 바가지 거미 대가리. 자! 맞춰!
우와, 카론도 깜짝.
이벤트를 승리로 이끌겠다. 대가리 딱 떼도
Okay.
그저 하염없이 모든 피를 그래 그렇게 황홀히 피어나고 피어나고 피어나라.
Number goes up good.
꿰뚫려라. 슛! 자! 아차!
이제야 완성되었나? 필은
우와, 카론도 깜짝.
이벤트를 승리로 이끌겠다.
You'll be okay. You still have a third round to go for. Ah,
평을 온 라샹. 쏟는 흐르는 피로군.
이 또한 용서할 테니.
기록에 따라 당신을
So what have you been doing?
기대해라. 기원을 갖추는 새로운 문화. 핫!
Oh.
이제야 완성되었나?
우와, 카론도 깜짝.
점 찍었네.
Ah.
아류탄초 경영이 쏟아내.
And last wave. Oh. 3 incoming. The battle was long and grueling. Even Crowd and the Tesman appeared visually caused after the second wave. Bro, we messed up. We should never put you through this trouble in the first place. Don't worry about it, kid. We've taken the brother who came all the way from the south and guided him safely through the labyrinth as each group. So you've done more than enough. No one could expect that we find sweepers of all things. If we were able to withstand the sweepers, that means they could give even the middle troll practice. Perfect, and perfection makes an expert, huh? I guess Honglu wasn't off on the mark. Man, we would have been a long sweep away by the Horde if we weren't still new at this. Ishmael, who was taking a brief downtime to check the sharpness of her opponent, was right. Been through something like this before, fighting against wave hordes along in the battle vision wasn't new. At the very experience, it was definitely an edge we had come against these enemies, of course. Can we even handle a third wave at the rate? There's no choice but to withstand it. Nothing was certain just yet. We had third wave to survive. Carry out your sentence as soon as I survive the third wave. Even if we're all basically on the same boat, like I just can't help but have it out for us, huh? Why would I ever go? The third wave begins. With it, buildings suddenly begin to shift violently. What? Hold on, what's going on? The buildings are shifting. What's happening? We're asking all the guys to read the damn pamphlets. Buildings inside each would shift every once in a while. I didn't know it would be like this, but fortunately, it doesn't seem the building we're shifting in this much. Executive manager. As I was finished, the average building suddenly violently from the ground, rising in the diagonal burst and struck Ricardo square in the chest, putting him blasting off into the skyline. Damn you! Margaret, where is this also going in the books? Ricardo wasn't the only one who got practically punched by the building. Big bro! I guess he got blast off again. Yeah, I was gonna say that. The middle blasting off again. Or maybe they were falling? I wasn't sure anymore. What is happening? The moment movement of the building test is really reduced, the population is there. It's an opportunity. No, their areas are back. I think this is definitely more doable now. Feel the spirit rising amongst there. Come on, let's do this. We've done this 1,000 times. Yeah, but doesn't mean I like to do it 1,000 times. Yeah.
맵기가 배고파했어.
That's his weapon of choice.
그치?
점 찍었네.
I don't like these things.
그저 할
Yeah.
그래, 그렇게 황홀히 피어나고 피어나고 피어나라.
Seems like I missed a coin. Yeah, when they work. The problem is they've got the stupid unbreakable coin thing, so even if I do defend, they're just gonna beat the shit out of me anyway. Which is upsetting. It's just like, hey, I have a breakable coin, I'm still gonna beat the snot out of you. Luckily, she just goes away.
실밥이 터져.
I would agree with that
사람도 깜
if it worked like that. Which it currently hasn't been. I was like, hey, you got that defense skill? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep beating you, and then they explode, and then they're dead, and it's like, yeah, that did not work out the way I wanted.
기원을 같이
지나갔지 않아.
그대로 무너져라. 자!
우와, 사람도 깜짝.
Why are there more? I didn't ask for more. How's everyone today?
죄인인가?
Oh, now she's gonna cast it.
하염없이 모든 피를 먹여. 그래, 그렇게 황홀히 피어나고 피어나고 피어나라.
Why did the damage stop? I like watching that. Oh, they're dead. Guess that works.
기원을 같이.
Because I was a little unhappy when Ricardo showed up again. I was like, wait, I have to fight you? Again? I thought you lost an arm.
내 죄는 내가 내
And yet he still has the arm.
우와,
Which confuses me. But
떨거지는 잘라낸다. 아류산 초평열 80. 꿰뚫리고 따뜻한 쏟아내.
I thought I was done. Am I not done? I don't like sweepers. Oh, he has a stump. Okay, I couldn't really tell because it looked like he had it in his pocket, so I couldn't. Is that the last of them? Currently, the time is about 10 seconds until the night. Given that we started the third wave, buildings are also no longer shifting. Stability has been restored. We did it, Executive Manager. Bloody hell, finally. There's all collapsing around. There was a cave zone here, but it wasn't a residential area, so it didn't matter. Well, that would probably help. Doesn't have a trace of having. We realized that you'd been reclaimed on top of a roof and all thought just waking from the dream of sleeping in the building that never even existed. That was one hell of a I thought it was done for. This is killing me. I wonder if we could survive if that hair-obsessed loon wasn't here to draw some of them away. Guess we got something to thank him for. So that's all they've got. Head on, Val. Art thou antiquated with these foes, young Ryosh? Oh, I think I've heard of them. Your scent of blood was faint, but I cannot be, no. Would it be best not to linger over long on this thought? Why not? Dig deeper. Letting imperial inspiration slip through your fingers is the death of creativity. I said I won't linger on it. Don't rush me. Whatever. Okay. Now, so Ryosha and Daki's words are indeed unnerving, but there's plenty of time to discuss what we return to the bus, if we can return to one. Gee, I'll be frank, that was impressive. But for sure you'd have been swept away by now. Yeah. Either way, he still hurts. And waiting nearby the water just because of the thing. They agreed upon a new deal where he was filling out food to sleep with the Mao branch, and you were both approaching us in an intimidating gigantic contrasters. And it's mentor, there's 2 high risk, high fatigue battles in succession. For such a slow life, that might be wise to avoid battle. That don't seem like an option to me. I look around. Most of the singers are either dead, trampled, and chomped little bits, or unrecognized. They're barely holding on to it. I can bring them back, I always do, but when they're released around us, I don't let them bring time to protect me. I might cut the changes down as soon as they get. Well, this is within my protection. No, it's not, you little shit. Because anyone that hasn't been swept away. Now, stage is set for my session. For the next 10 minutes, no sweepers, no anyone. You know why? Because no one in the right mind would leave their homes when the night in the back streets is still going on. Looks like even idiots in the middle didn't take care of. Somehow. I know you're in his book now, too. How much of this was your plan? How much you asked? The whole thing, of course. Of course it wasn't. All the way best for Rosa side blocked your path. The one who see the church was full of company, it was me. The one who put the... Can you tell who doesn't even have a family name with you? It was me. The one who contacted the track and challenged you to deal, it was me. Talks about a lot, but he's a pussy. It was me. Yes, it was related to your real-time location all forces in it. Yes, it was me. This trashed lodging was original, all devised by none other than yours truly using Q-Torch technology. I see. Aha. Oh, it's so good. It's so good, wasn't it? A perfect strategy. No, you're still stupid. What do you think? Aren't I great? Aren't I so close? Well, it's exactly why I deserve to be the next family hit. I thought I'd like to speak those words. Amphibious voice echoed from the dark. There's neither animosity or hospitality, only other serenity and nothing else. The speaker approached us, walking under a narrow ray of moonlight that shone between the shifted buildings. Oh. Hey! I remember him. In his hand was the dipping cap of the head, illuminated by the pale light. Blood dribbles from the severed neck and wide open veins. Oh, it's filled with utter terror. He walks towards us, in step with a drip blood. Ooh, Zia, can't be Zia Kui? I knew Yuhan was working for someone. It was him. Why do you have him in Tao's head? I brought back the wayward pet to his master, that it may once again be leashed. There is a serpent, my lord. Leave it. We didn't shoot it the other way. What? You are alone in the Heisho pack so that you may simply get in their way, no more. I see. There's a change of heart once you held the leash in your hands that to return to the Shifan's side would be to your benefit? No, you knew everything all along? What? I must ask, is everything to you? Your vision is too limited for my lord's wisdom to comprehend. The wise fails to peer through the narrow-sighted eyes of the fool. But if by everything you refer to you feigned abandonment of the chief family to secure my lord's trust, indeed, it could be said that we do know everything. Okay. Kill me, please, don't kill me! I'll share you with my friends and see that. Right, the 10 blades of these, yes, he did! But she could speak no more. For her servant select from the brown and separated his hair and his torso of these. No, yeehaw. Yeehaw. I should have called him yeehaw. 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 Have I not warned you time again in the dark, your time against the creeping desperation? I believe that we have gathered the intelligence that we hope to collect, my lord. You need to preserve the serpent, Zilu. His voice boomed as he commanded those who appeared to be his officers. The tall, built man took a step from the shadows that stood before us. With an enigmatic expression, he weirdly looked at you as the captain had now lying on the ground, then at us. But so he was gazing upon the cloud or blades of grass. I shall take them with me. He picked up U.S. HUD before gesturing at his officer with a nod. Ah, here he is. Here he is, my lord. Wrap their heads and faces wrapped the opposing won't set in any time soon. And with those bandages, he began wrapping them up in practice motion. He does not pay us any heed as though we weren't even worth attention. Return to me once you have finished here. Yes, my lord. Hold on, you can't just show up out of nowhere and... He did not reply, his eyes grazing, reflecting nothing but hollow emptiness. And just as he had emerged from the darkness, he vanished into the shadows, carrying two decapitated heads. So yeah, I think he can do what he wants.
오랜 목마름.
Came in, did what he wanted, left with what he wanted.
피를 마시는 순간.
So, yeah, I think he can do what he wants.
가릴 것 없이 막.
Story. And that's where you're like, hey, you lost your head.
내가 이룰 수.
Things weren't looking any better. I could distinctly tell that we were different from anyone. They were different from anyone or anything we faced in long on so far. I suppose our Lord left them alive only for us to slay them. Then perhaps it would be at the introduce on it. It's common courtesy to do so. Call me Zigong. I am a Hansu of my Lord Master teachings. My Lord Master Q somehow I was reminded of the discussion Q Tang refused to finish. From the far one comes, twixt the burnt houses, all star fall astray. As for that song, it's a song that comes rather probably in the fiction of rather much. This is not the place to test about it. Just show some more proceeding later. Should we come across it? Named Dante, I'm the manager. Decided to speak up, struggling through the pressure. Considering knew that we had them as much as I could from the man from earlier. They introduced themselves as manager Dante. I see, your candidness is appreciated. Zilu, withdraw the Mao. Seems that we not contend with them at the moment. Very well. It seems that they had the very same thought about us. Now is that sufficient proof of our intent in a brief discourse. Discuss some matters that you to mark courtly and to our encounter would be a benefit to us for the prospects of our future. So anyway, as they say, so that's when Jinshu stepped forward after retreating from the domineering presence. So what's those suspicious songs I heard in the backstreets about? It's about you guys, wasn't it? So are those lyrics true? So that is what you wish to know. Jisoo of the G family is said that you possess talent in rhetoric, yet you walk past the cloud by concern and anxiety. Truly, your significant concludes your part in greatness. Wait, don't speak for me. I didn't first say anything yet. I thought she was wrong. Yes, my lady. Gee, you're the one who sent him after us, right? Close, yet not exact. He was an agent of the Shi family, sent to spy on my lord's doings. He had the sword in control of the Hisho pack. We had found his contact shallow and saw a means of learning more about the Shi family's machinations. Yet it seems that once granted power, the boy mistook himself for a man from the wherewithal to represent the Shi family. So, used him. Just as he thought to use the us. Though he was quite shallow for his strategy compared to our own. So, what now? I don't think you're looking to kill us, right? No, nothing. Whatever it is that you sought to accomplish here, you're letting two of your master's rivals go just like that? What strange thing to say? Look around and say, right, I fail to see any rivals here. Then, why did you order Yuha to attack us? You said it yourself, we're not even your rivals. The manager inquires why you commanded Yuha to carry out an assault against Olympus Company. They fear, yet they seek to gain understanding through that fear. Yet they remain wanting in a certain see. My lord has always said that if one learns not from a plight, there's no discourse for them. Shall bear. Why are you talking funny way? Dad, give me a straight answer. Oh crap! Hold on. Instead of giving me a straight energy, I left me with a puzzling comment before she brushed past us. I've given you the courtesy enough. It's a good time for us to depart. Now, do stay nicely within your borders, as you may have remained there thus far. I would greatly despise an odd ashes splash of ink marring the great painting. With that, Zing walked into the shadow cast beneath the forest of buildings. The Lunacanus show that surrounded us also disappeared with them. You looked around just in time to see Otis collapse, while the rest of the stairs lay dead and already clinging to life. And there was, June, who had collapsed to the floor as well. And Wei, who was tending to her wounds. And me, who somehow survived all that without getting decapitated. And the night that pushed more rushes of death came to an end. The day breaks. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that's happened. That Big Brother Q, I see. Once the day broke, we decided to take a quick walk outside to recover a little from the exhaustion of the night. It was also to decide our course of action from here on. We also had to decide if we wanted to travel with Chi, whom we shared our destination. Did you print how to make a concerned face or something? Or are you maintaining an entertaining poker face through this whole conversation? Oh, of course not. Classist family secrecy, huh? Always hiding something, and I bet you are too. If you are, you better spit it out now. I don't have time to casually stroll with my to-be enemy. Yuchun, as I've always said, the seed of the family heritage is of no fine. Even if you're lying, you haven't prepared anything for your assignment anyway. Changing the subject. We're chatting with Hong Lu, methodically slowed down the walk right next to me as though she is executing steps of the plan. You lead my brother's faction, don't you? About what I wanted to talk to you about earlier. Yes, I do, for now, I guess. Earlier. Oh, is this about the conversation back at the Kazan? Brother. Translations, please. Ah, of course. Dante is unquestionably our manager. Great. Let me make a proposal then. Become my faction for the duration of the family hierarchy evaluation. Help me out. What? Can we do that? Can we do that? Why not? You guys managed to stall even the sweepers. That means you command formidable force. Besides, you're headed to the family mansion anyway, aren't you? You just don't know what to do once you get there. And as for conversation, well, my brother doesn't care about the whole thing anyway. Why don't you join me? Help me become the family hierarch. It's not like our older sibling. I always pay my debts, whether for a favor or a grudge. If you can't trust me, I'm happy with a written. Can we do that, Faust? Faust deems Yichun's plan, her explanation of it, at least rather flawless. Having such an ally in the apex of a wing will be a great boon to Olympus Company as well. I guess so. But I don't see any reason to refuse her offer. Hong Lu, who's been listening in on our conversation, boiled the discussion down to a clear explanation and related. Perfect. It said that the formation of such language should come with grand banquet to mark the occasion and to spend an upcoming coalition. The banquet on me once we get closer to Central Zone. Let's find a nice Kazan to discuss our future ventures. You're Dante, right? Let's make this thing work. Let's. I am still bewildered by the turn of events, but just he won't. Zeech. I'm not very good with the names. It'd be nice if they said them, then I would have an idea of what to do. Reach out for a handshake with such eagerness, I found myself drawn to shake her hand in return. Now that I think about it, this is the first time I ever made ourselves an ally that wasn't specifically selected by a company, huh? Well, if that's the case, I really hope we could have at least one ally who doesn't meet a terrible end. After the banquet, we walked out the kitchen to find Masosles waiting for us in the middle of the road. Wow, man, I never thought about it, but it's just standing like that and there really stands out, doesn't it? Is this your usual ride? Glad to see you're all safe. Saw them pilot walked out. So, did you guys take care of the business? I have some things to talk about. Listen, well, do you have any idea how much trouble your Spartan's little connection? Yes, Miss Foster gave me a report. But, oh boy, yes, ma'am. By the way, he's awkwardly stepping forward. He probably already got that I've been talking to from. Really, my sorry about that, y'all. I've never been a part of eradication missions, never in the special business, so what I say about mixing excuses with into apology. Forget what I said really sorry, for real. The Kunitao guy approached me and sweet talked me into going along with the plan of his. But I got too cognizant and knew better than my seniors. I'm so sorry, too. I forgot that he's still new to the business. Of course, he'd be prone to making mistakes. Looks like you're both writing letters to explain our failure together, huh? You're both getting disciplined for this? The disciplinary action is unlikely to be anything of significance. The LCB came out unscathed with all things considered. However, it's likely they may have to work half a year without pay. I'll consider the win if all we're getting is stock pay. Next time, I do promise. Next time, become someone who can actually provide good assistance to y'all. Of course, Pilot, you really should. In fact, you still have no choice but to become a true member of the team when I'm done with you. Let's ready to get to it, huh? Ah! No one's hiring fighting on my watch as long as I'm in their match. I'll make sure of that. Yeah. Alright, I almost forgot the other side. It's really important to do this stuff. Going forward, we're gonna bring that up soon. We just got orders from the LCA. Small device from her pocket and began reading from it. Upon arrival, the head of the LCB will participate in the penalty hired with the candidate. We were going to anyway. Now this bus team's faction is gonna be my. SB will present the following senior as their chosen candidate. Number 6, Hong Lu. What? What? You can't do that. What the? You all of you. I may throw up everything. Just hate you. Like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna participate. We're gonna do it to him. It's like, what? Okay. Oh wait, did I miss something? Oh, clear it within 15 turns. Okay. I don't want to do that. So I still need a couple hundred more, and I can farm that later.
꺼질 줄 모르는 고의
But that will be it for tonight.
한실의 미싱소리.
Thanks for joining.
씁쓸의 땅 울림. 더는 두고 볼 수 없어. 굶주린 가족들이
So,
어버이의 꿈에 갇혀 사는 건
how long? That's 21 days. So it's either the month or month after that the next
꺼질 줄
season will probably come out. How lovely. Anyway, have a good day or night wherever you are, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye.